center, 21%. Middle of the league for the start of this season, 15 odd games in. And now John Voda Wooler plays it back to Stewart. He shoots. That's stopped by Greg. Puck's loose in the slot, but John Voda couldn't get a semi. That's Dunbar as he's fresh onto the ice. He plays it back to Wooler. He throws it on. Greg, the stop. That hits the netting above the ice surface. The Carleton Place Junior Canadians last year before being reacquired by the Aeros. Pundik's hauled down. He gets a backhander on it. That's stopped by Greg. Controlled by the Aeros in their zone, but that pass is picked off. Wooler shoots, scores! Chapman throws it around the boards. Leakey on the other side. Behind the goal, trying the sharp angled shot at the outside of the post. Pucks it down low where Spirito's waiting. On the other side, it's Riley Pundik. Sharp angled shot handled by Greg right into his trapper. He takes the puck, a stick lift there by Palmer. Interrupted him, but Miller gets it back. Good pass and a great shot by Greg there off the to Johnson. Carries it across the red, now the blue line. Throwing to Pundik, he shoots, and that is stopped as Greg comes out and makes himself as big as he can. He gets it up ahead to Eklund. Nice little move around Palmer, staying on side to shoot, scores! What a beautiful play! Out of the mark. Stewart across the Dunbar. Back to Stewart, thrown on, and Greg the save, and Neal takes a bit. Morency wins it back to Dunbar. Cross to Stewart. Back to Morency. He turns, he fires, and Greg the save, and he makes sure the rebound doesn't go too far. Aeros can't get the clear. Stewart gloves it down and throws it on from distance. Neal in the corner. Val. The lone arrow there. Now Thompson tries to knock down there. Big stop there by Greg. As Pundik had a went off Jackson Pundik. He made the save. He had 21 in the first period. Ethan Wooler now in on a breakaway, trying to tuck it around Greg, but he can't get it back to his forehand. Blue Wings win the faceoff. Shot off. Greg the save. Cregan trying to whack it ahead. Neal close to halfway. I guess we are getting closer to halfway. So I don't know what to call it. Armitage throws it on. That's kicked out. Carries it across as Johnson to his left. He picks up the puck now. Top of the dot, shot on, stopped by Greg. And there is no rebound. Ethan Wooler tries to carry it ahead, but he couldn't corral it to the front of his stick. Nice little pickpocket there. Takes another look, kicked out by Greg. Back to Dunbar, thrown on from distance, corralled by Greg, and make sure there's no rebound. Carson wins it back to Dunbar. He throws it on, stick to the corner by Greg. Stewart pinching, getting lead back down low where Wooler's waiting, looking to center it back to the point. Stewart walks, fires, stopped by Greg. Puck's in the corner. Wooler, Leakey plays it up ahead. Johnson now carries the line. He shoots. That's fought off by Greg on the blocker stop. Cross to Blevins, but that's picked up by Chapman. Great read by the Blue Wings defenseman. He takes it into the zone now himself. He shoots. That's gloved down by Greg. The rebound comes loose. That's another stop. Greg couldn't squeeze the initial shot.
All ruling his, but Perth is on a 2-minute power play after the end of all of that. We'll see what the ruling is as they're looking to jam it home and the man up. Puck still loose behind the goal. Wooler to Carson. He shoots. Stopped by Greg. He looks behind him. The puck's in front, and now more. Hunter got a 10-minute misconduct plus a 2 for roughing. So that's the call there. Wooler now trying to find Morency on the back step. That's cleared away. With an extra step, forcing Armitage to the outside. Now he comes into the zone. Armitage coast to coast, trying to jam it home. Greg the stop. Now Dunbar comes in. Gets on his backhand, throws it in front. Greg pounces on the loose puck. Was trying to get it across to Morency, who was cutting to the goal. But that was broken up. Puck's now out to Wooler. He takes a shot, glove down by Marshall. Greg with a little extra flavor on that. Tie up on the draw, controlled by the Blue Wings, and a quick shot on the backhand. And another save for Greg. Here's Green. Cross ice to Carson. He gains the zone. He throws it on. Greg the save, and he just gets the rebound on the second, as has Greg on the other side. Wooler carries it into the zone. He has Neal to his left. On the backhand, throws on. Neal kicks that one out. I'm calling it right now. Whether that be in regulation or overtime, it remains to be seen. Period 3 is underway. Grant Demi with you on the call as Greg sticks that to the corner. So there's shot 43. We're on the road to 60 count for either side here as Stewart throws it on. That's off the mask of Greg, and Carson can't bury the rebound. It goes wide of the net. He didn't have much of an angle there. Here takes the puck away. Played in front. Puck's loose over the stick of Val. Shot on. Latour couldn't bury his second of the night. Now here's Ash 2. We're off the power play. So that's from Hawkins and Tornberg as Greg makes that glove save. And now, so big 10 minutes up here for the home side as Johnvo tries to tuck it home, but Greg stones it. Morency takes it away. Morency behind the goal. Looking to center it, he does, and glove down by Greg. Blake Armitage stopped, and great goaltending all around tonight. Love to see it. So that's a face-off win and a shot and a stop by Greg. Latour looking for his second. Green. Back to Jeanvo. Shot on, kicked up by Greg. 3 power play goals against. Here's Chapman. Throws it in front. Greg keeps the play moving. Keeps the clock, and then he's hauled down, wants another call. None coming. Play on the other side as we're in the final 60 seconds. Carson shot blocked in. Second shot stopped by Greg. Thrown in front. Big kick save by Greg. Keeps it out.